Sorry about this, guys. I've got to fiddle about with. This camera's not working again. Oh, there we go. I was just about to. It's frozen up. I was just about to. When I disconnect it. It's all right. I've got to put this my laptop camera on. Hi, Tommy. I'm Jad. I just want to make a bit of an announcement, and it's come to my attention that Jason Burke, aka Scrapping Irish, has sadly passed away. Yeah, it is. So I just want to offer my condolences to his family and his friends. So yeah, it were a shock when I found out the other day. Hi, Bria. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people know Scrapping Irish, and it used to come in my live streams. So when I was told the other day, I couldn't believe it. So yeah, it were, yeah. A lot of people knew him, Tommy. A lot of people knew him, and you know, same as I say, he used to come in man quite often, and he also used to do one live a week, and that was on a Sunday. So could have knocked me down with a feather when I was told that he'd passed away. Anyway, I found out yesterday, so I don't know whether it was Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure. You know, the specifics about it, but I do know it's his funeral tomorrow. So that's all I know. Oh, this is the thing. You know, when you sort of getting on in age, you know, you've got to make everything count, and you know, yeah. Hi, Sanger. How are you? Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, for somebody such as myself, you know, this is the thing. You never know what's right corner. Yeah, it is. It is. He were well loved as well, Stuart. Sure. Anyway, I would say they were about my age, Tommy, or maybe a bit younger. It might have been. I'm going with it's because I'm going live doing the baking on a Thursday. But I wanted to do these two things and didn't realise that, yeah, tomorrow's Good Friday. Yeah, anyway. So without further ado, I am going to make a start. At least that one works. Right, so here we have 250 grams of digestive biscuits. And could you melt me this butter, Mr. P? Well, we had like yeah, that were it. Tim messaged me, Bria, and he says, "Have you heard the news?" And then I went, "What news?" And he went, "Yeah, Scrapping Irish has passed away, baby." Yeah. Right, so it's a bit of a hilarious cock up.
Not me this time.
Anyway,
what you want melting?
I ordered some speckled eggs off of Amazon. Right. because I'd already got Smarties eggs and these like white bunnies things off it. Yeah, these Maltesers white bunnies. So comes to get these speckled eggs out, they're on the bloody polystyrene, aren't they? And I think basically they're meant for, you know, like when you're decorating Easter bonnets. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Hey, brace laptops. That's it. And Part Ness is always on his but same as I said, it's not just the scrapping community, it was well liked by everybody. So, you know. So anyway, so going on with the story, Chris had just gone down to Asda. So I rang him straight away. I says, can you get me some more mini eggs? I says, I've done a cock up. I says, I've ordered these speckled eggs. I says, and I've got them out, you know, cut them open and whatever. I says, and the bloody styrofoam. Anyway, went to Asda, they had sold out. Went to Home Bargains and they couldn't get any in there. So I had to like do a bit of a shuffle. So I've got the mini eggs for the cookie squares. So I've had to use predominantly white bunnies. Yeah, that's it. I mean, to be honest with you, Senga, I've no idea. He didn't look all that old. I would say you were younger than me or about my age. I don't know. I don't really know.
Your bottle here.
I've had a tea towel somewhere.
Passed it me, didn't you?
Oh, it's behind me. So yeah, I don't really know a lot about it. Just that, yeah. I mean, I think it were his funeral today. So you know. Anyway, this is 250 grams of. It says plain sweet biscuits, graham crackers, or digestive biscuits. And this is 170 grams of unsalted butter. Ah. It's no age though, isn't it? No age at all. Ah. But yeah, I thought it was sort of, I'd say late 50s, and you know, I don't know. Now I made this something similar to, if you remember, not so long back, where I used Oreo as the base, and it were I forget where it were now. Anyway, it went down. Hey, partners, we're just talking about scrapping Irish. You could have blown me over with a feather when I found out. Obviously, you stir all the butter until it's all coated your biscuits. I know. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought other day, Priya. I thought, well, Brissy boy, his name was Jason, and Scrapping Irish is gone as well. So yeah, really, really sad. Didn't you know? Yeah, he I don't know, Monday or Tuesday, partners, because I know you were up on his panel at weekend, weren't you? But yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I've just said, I says, well, I know for a fact, I says, Partners were on his panel, I says, on Sunday night. But yeah. And when I found out, I shouted, Chris, I says, Scrapping Irish has passed away. You went, what? Believe it.
Biscuit.
Hi, Ivan.
No, Ivan. Out of powder.
Yeah. You see, this is the thing. He always seemed to get on well with everybody. I mean, I didn't used to hang about long on his things because I mean, I don't know note about scrapping, but you know, I don't know, decency. I always pop in and say hello because I know he comes in mine. Ah, that's it, Tuesday. Hiya, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
Scrapping Irish. I don't know whether you knew about him. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, he used to come here and say hello, and I used to go over there and I'll tell you something though. You know what we were talking about other night when I made them biscuits, partners? I call them absolutely loved them. And here's me saying, "Oh, he not like them because not got no chocolate in." He loved them. Absolutely loved them. We were just on about our road. We thought he were, partners. I don't know our road he is. It's a young age to die, though, isn't it? Oh, crap. Right. Baby, will you put this in the fridge for a little while for me while I make the ganache? What's that detail again now? Touch it. I don't know why I always on the floor. Oops. I'll have to have one. Yeah. I was just saying, Ivan, that Partners were on his panel on Sunday night. I'll just, what should I do, about 30 minutes? I don't know. till whenever. Yeah, I'll not set timer. I'll just, because I've got to do the.
Sat in an awkward place again. Not bothered doing it.
Yeah, same as I say. He always come over here, and I used to pop in and say hello, even though, you know, I don't know much about scrapping and whatever, and they were always talking about gold prices and whatnot, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh!
Look at
That box.
that.
Yeah, it's... Hey, I'll tell you something though, but yeah, I could have swore that Callum won't like them biscuits for he does.
So you said he didn't like currant.
Yeah, it's the currants that he don't like. But yeah,
Maybe I can't swear that he does.
partner's not on Facebook, Bria. There you go. I know, we ain't done.
11k, welcome final ticket.
Hi, Manolo, how are you?
11 grand for welcome final.
I know I read the other day that somebody was selling their ass so they could go to World Cup. Thinking you must be not writing, Ed. Eh?
I just realised that we're not going to do out in this.
It just says pop it into the fridge. I'm losing my track. So we're going on to the ganache now. This is my 400 grams of chocolate. Baby, can you do me a favour? Can you melt me this chocolate, please? And that butter. So that is 400 grams of butter and 60 grams of butter. Pardon me. So, in this jug we have 300 mils of double cream, see, that's the problem I'm having here, is this jug's very, very heavy and I can't grip it. Right, so we've got to warm this up, but not to the boiling point. But it's got to be hot, obviously, you know, to mix it in with you. It says gently whisk the chocolate mixture until smooth. If it is still a little lumpy, you can microwave the mixture for 10 to 20 seconds and whisk again. Once smooth, pour the chocolate ganache into your prepared tart tin. So once we've added the cream, hi Crypto, how are you? But it says a teaspoon of vanilla here, you know that. It don't mention no tobacco, vanilla. Strange. Very strange. Put that to one side then. Is Tim here as well? As you can see steam coming off that. So yeah, I got Tim. I need a plate as well, baby.
What?
I need a plate as well. But yeah, not got to be boiling. It's just got to be hot because you add it to your butter and your chocolate mixture. Hey, look at these Crypto. I got from Bunnies. If you're wondering why there's only a few eggs in there, I made a cock up, so I've had to use them for the cookie pie. So mostly bunnies. Thank you, my dear.
Shit. Come on. What's what I'm treading on? You bet. Where it goes.
Oh, I'm not flying.
Oh, you're pain in rear now, biscuit. Come on.
So I'm just going to add the cream
Oh,
to the chocolate mixture.
biscuit.
Hi, Ruby.
Hello, Ruby.
And now, nothing, Ruby. To be quite honest with you, like Christmas, we didn't go anywhere. We just stayed at home, and it was just the three of us. So basically, no, we don't do anything for Easter. So yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
You know, we don't do a lot Easter-wise. So I'm just going to put a plate over that for a minute or two, and so yeah, I'm just going to have a because by the time I've had my cigarette, it will be time to I know what I want in ton. Well, you've noticed. There you go. I forgot all about that. And I put some new batteries in my tree, so I'm good to go. So do you do anything special, Ruby? Hey, I tell you something, you know, cock-up are made with them foam eggs, right? I says to Chris, I says,
You're not going out again, you can go and lay down.
I says, it's made me want to make an Easter bonnet now, you know, or glue gun these, you know.
Go lie down. Get your bed.
These
Get your bed.
things to a headband or something and make like for all these little. I says finding out they were foam eggs. I says I felt like sticking them on my headband. You know, all these, you know, with glue gun.
A bit peckish, you can have one. Get your bed biscuit.
We've tried explaining to Callum what they were. So he says, "Can I eat one?" I says, "Well, you can do if you want, Callum." I says, "But I wouldn't if I were you." Didn't I?
Yeah.
I says, "The like foam, styrofoam, that kind of foam, not foam as in, you know, sweet foam." I says, "I think that the you know, like when you decorating an Easter bonnet and, you know, you put these eggs all over, you know what I mean?" And Callum were going to eat one. It's Easter, you know, same as I've said this quite a lot. Callum's getting to the point now, he's older. So, I mean, we used to make a big deal of it when we were younger, you know, buying him Easter eggs and, you know, and tell me about it, Bria. You know, there's eating everything in front on you, but yeah, foam eggs. I says, you can eat one if you want, Callum. I says, but I won't recommend it. Me and Chris were laughing. Yeah. "Can I eat it?" he said. No. But, you know, it's... I says to him tonight, I says, "Well, you've been in your element tonight then." I says, "Because most are on it's chocolate." Because he were having a bit of an issue fit with these currants, what I made on Tuesday. And, you know, when he bit it, I says, "They've got a teaspoon of mixed spice in them, I says, and he says to one, lemon. I says, so, try them. And if you don't like them, you don't like them. And he tried one and he went, oh, he says, I like these. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Ruby. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean it's Good Friday now. I bet most shops, because I know Chris tried to get me some of them mini eggs. Couldn't get any anyway. They sold out in Asda. He went up to Home Bargains. He couldn't get any in there. I says, well, I'll have to do a bit of a shuffle round then, because what I did, I ordered the Smarty eggs and then Malteser bunnies off of Amazon when I ordered these speckled eggs, thinking, oh, I've got everything. So I had to sort of shuffle round. So now in the cookie bars, they're all Smarty eggs. And I'd got a packet of these Easter bunny things left over. So I said to Chris, I just had to wipe that other bag of Easter bunnies in and, make most of it. What can you do? I don't think they do them anymore. No idea. Is there a sale on fish this week? Yeah, there's been fireworks going off here because, as well as it being Easter, it's Jewish faith's Passover as well. So I don't know whether that's to do with it or that lad that died in carbon monoxide poisoning. It was funeral today, so I don't know whether that, I don't know where, but it were daylight. You know what I mean? So I don't know where these fireworks were coming from. Baby, will you get me that out at fridge, please?
Just a fresh biscuit.
Yeah. I'll just have a swimmy. But yeah. But that's what you do when you're a baker. You have to think on your toes, kind of thing. Bring the recipe. It says 165 grams of minute milk and white chocolate Easter eggs. I can't get none of them nowhere.
What do you want that?
And 80 grams of speckled Easter eggs. But yeah, I just had to make doughy white chocolate Malteser bunnies. Oh. Do you mind? Thank you, my dear. So now this has been chilled in the fridge. Oh. I'm going to give this another stir. Now it's thickened up a little bit. Ah. So now, pour that I do want to lick it, Crypto. Thank you, Tim. Much appreciated. No idea, partners. Thank you, Singer. Singer says I'm coming to yours. And they Malteser bunnies they are. Well, that's that done. So that's the finished thing. And that one's going in the fridge. Please, baby. Baby. It wants to go in the fridge. That's what I say. You know, I mean, it's Eastery because the Maltese bunnies, aren't they? So, and the eggs is all but sunk. Anyway, never mind. I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Well, it will be, don't you worry. I don't know how you're going to taste it, though, because I'm going to
You ain't got far to go, Singer, though, to the airport. This is 150 grams of unsalted, 115 grams of unsalted butter.
calm down, ladies.
This is 55 grams of white sugar. Oh, gonna go flying. And 135 grams of brown sugar, light brown sugar, shall I say. Baby, can you pass me my grey, pass me my grey mixer, please? She means, you know, that. She lives very close to Glasgow Airport, hence SG Planes. My grey mixer. Right, so we're just going to mix this. Would you believe that's on lowest speed and it's gone everywhere? So this is a teaspoon of vanilla and 1 medium egg. Oh, that's not bad then. Right, so this is 275 grams of plain flour, a tablespoon of corn flour, and a teaspoon of bicarb of soda. And we're going to add that to the mixture. And give it another mix. So to this mixture you need 100 grams of milk chocolate chips, and it says most of the mini eggs. And I've got to keep a handful back. Once it's in the tin, you add some on the top. Hi, Snapping Lins. Before I go any further, I'm just going to get this proper white. Hi, Mary Ellen. I've already done the chocolate ganache tart. That's in the fridge setting as we speak. So I did that first with it being a no bake. I'm just trying to clean the carnage up. When you mix it with mixer, it goes everywhere better. So now I am going to and this is a 9 by 9 square tin with parchment paper and leave to the side. Obviously not now because I'm putting it in here. Whoops, then I went to awry. Tell you, mind of its own. No, because it's on a low heat, Mary Ellen. It's got to be on a low heat. Only 190 gas mark. No, it's a bit higher, isn't it? 5. But anyway, well, we're hoping not anyway. You see, with adding the corn flour and the bicarb, that will make the dough rise, she says, hopefully. Ooh. Look, they only did them at Christmas, Bria. What? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's not on a very high, well, when I say not a very high, I mean to say you're making the bars, you see, the plan is that when you make these kind of things, the dough rises up and it encases the, you know, the mini eggs and everything. Now, I have held a few back, but oh, and these are actually Smarty eggs. And that, my dear, is that. So it says, put it in the oven for 18 to 22 minutes until the top of the cookie bake looks dry. So there you go, baby. Baby.
Huh?
Will you ready for it?
We'll put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Already, did it?
Yeah.
Fast push it.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
What you don't, Gary?
Gary?
Gary's been burgling. This is me. Oh, look at me.
Should we do it for 18 and then see how we go? No. Somebody's got hickories.
Ready?
Yeah.
In. Out, in, out, shake it all over.
Bugger in it.
So,
Bria's laptop's had to go in to be fixed.
uh-oh. Am I ready for crackers yet? Ready for a new one?
So,
Take use my whiskey glass. What do you think?
It'll wash. But only thing is now, snapping lens is the fact that it's Good Friday tomorrow and then it's Bank Holiday Monday. So, you know, when will you have to pick it up? There's some here as well, baby.
That's please. Got it?
Oh, and for anybody that wants to know, that mousse, oh my God, it's good. And it's the kind of thing that you can knock up in no time. Yeah, in 50 years, it says. Everybody's saying that Keir Starmer should have been on it. Anyway, never mind. Oop. It's like the juggler. Yeah. But yeah, it did say on thing that it was first manned mission in 50 years. So on the farthest side of the moon. I don't know. But yeah. Didn't they have to put it off a bit? I don't know. I don't think it took off when it should have done. But anyway, probably down to weather. What? Tucker, Chase, leave biscuit alone. He's meowing at him as if to say, wake up, biscuit. But yeah, that's, you know, the top and bottom of it is, it's, you know, what's took them so long to, you know, if it's took them 50 years. But since I did the baking on Tuesday, they've rearranged all this restream. Everything's across the top. Normally in bottom corner it says end stream, and the things with the cameras are a bit like right in front of you. Instead, normally they're down below. But yeah, you know, this is my question. Why has it took them 50 years? Well, what's the point in that then? If they're not actually landing on the moon. So I've just had a thing Lee Harding, 37, was sentenced to 41 weeks in prison on 27th of March 2026 after a shoplifting spree in the Peterborough area that included stealing hundreds of Cadbury's cream eggs. You know, we've got the Kit Kat thief, you know, and now we've got a cream egg thief and all. Harding, who is of no fixed abode, targeted multiple retailers over several weeks. The Barn Garden Centre stole 64 boxes of cream eggs, totaling about 300. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that they think it were all a hoax kind of thing when they first landed on the moon. You know, when they're saying it like it's 60s, they hadn't got the technology what they had today. You know what I mean? So this guy that stole the cream eggs, it says he went on to Dobby's Garden Centre later the same day, and she stole bottles of spirits valued at roughly £300. Here's one for you, Bria. Co-op. Between February and March, she stole alcohol and cheese on 3 separate occasions. So, yeah. So, as well as a Kit Kat thief, we've got a cream egg thing. Yeah. You see, I mean, there's a lot of people have been saying exactly the same thing. You know, did it actually happen? Were it a hoax? You know what I mean? But yeah, so she as well as cream eggs, she stole spirits and cheese. Wouldn't happen to be you in disguise, were it, Bria? You know, with the other two accomplices. So now, I mean, crypto's up to her neck in Kit Kats and cream eggs. Andrew, they'll have probably been gone by now then. Yeah, I seen one today, Bria, and it were an ambulance stuffed to rafters with Kit Kats. You know, all cream eggs had run out, so they nicked some Kit Kats instead. But yeah, the one I seen were it were an ambulance. I forget what headline were, but it was stuffed to rafters with these Kit Kats supposedly. Somebody will be flogging them on a market stall now. So that's got 10 minutes. We'll see. Hey, Tommy, did I miss you earlier on? Or did I say hello? I don't know. Can't remember. Pardon me. But so another quick one tonight. We're just waiting for that to do its magic, and but yeah. But the thing is, I mean, nowadays there's CCTV everywhere. So oh, Did I miss you? I don't know. I can't remember whether they said hello or not. You know, there's no rhyme or reason to it, is there? Kit Kats and the cream eggs. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are chocolate lovers, but not to that extent. Unless they, either one, they knew what were on board and thought, oh, I can make a killing with this, a load of Kit Kats. Let me have a look. No, it says in Peterborough, Tommy, after a shoplifting spree in Peterborough. But, it said it were in Peterborough. And that's where Tim is from originally. But and then another boo-boo I did. Everybody knows that I have my shopping delivered. I thought I were ordering for Saturday and it's coming tomorrow. But hey-ho. Prime suspect. Get Columbo on the job. Oh, okie dokie. Cage Master and Grand Central Rails getting in on the Kit Kat action. When you hear 12 tons of Kit Kats went missing and then this pulls up in the platform. Oh dear. Just seeing if I can I can't find it now. I seen one this afternoon and it were a picture of an ambulance and it were photo afters a Kit Kats. I do know that they did an April Fool's the other day. Hi, Gary. I forgot what we're going to say now. Yeah, so they're all going in on with Kit Kat thing now. But but like the train one that Bria's put in the group, it was sort of similar to that, but it was like in back of an ambulance. So oh dear. I'll remind him of that to Tommy. But yeah, just to, same as I say, it was just a, I mean, it's not going to be a regular thing. Don't, as I said, Chris, don't worry. I says, it's not going to be a regular thing, this bacon on a Thursday lot. It was just the fact that I wanted to make these two things, with it being Easter, and I'd already, done everything for the ones that I made on Tuesday. So I says to Chris, I'll either go, but I work. It rather going to be either Thursday or Monday. But Chris informed me that they're playing football on Monday evening. What's it going to be? A load of Yorkies next?
Oh, it's another coffee, are you alright?
I'll have another one.
Some biscuit. Is it what they're going out now?
Nah, there's one of them things in there, maybe.
What's the thing?
To put.
Cooling rack.
Yeah. But so there's just a minute left on them, and we'll see what they're like. It does say between 18 and 22 minutes, so we'll see. So yeah, I assured Chris that it won't be a regular thing on a Thursday. But pardon me.
I've already told her. So you get the soldering iron on that. Get that back fastened.
There's about 50 seconds on that. So yeah, Houston, we have a problem. It's broken. I just seen the Gino comment. Yeah.
Oh.
Smells nice anyway. I can smell it in here. Oh, there you go. So yeah, so I've made 2 cock-ups. Thought I were ordering shopping for Saturday, and it's coming tomorrow. Never mind it. What'd you say?
Oh, they're done. Yeah.
You reckon it is?
Definitely. Set it off.
Yeah, you can do. So there we have it, guys. Obviously, you're going to let it cool down in the pan. And then once it's cooled down, you cut it up into squares. But that not be happening till in morning anyway. So yeah. And I can tell you, it smells delicious. Just thought I'd bring it over here because it's a bit dark there, look, so we can see the full smooth, you know, because you've got the thing casting a shadow. So I thought, well, I'll show it you in the light. Oh, I'm going to put that to one side. Thank you very much, Crypto. Thank you, Bria. Thank you, Tim. So that's the link put in. I'm just checking things. We don't want it to be Dallas style, do we? There you go, 20 past 10. Jobs are good in.
Huh?
I says 20 past 10 and jobs are good in.
Get a singing man over. Oh,
Oh, I got to eat it when it's hot. Oh, I couldn't eat it as hot as that. Is it straight out of the oven, Singer?
it burn your mouth, huh?
Yeah. Warm, maybe. Oh, yeah, because it's Good Friday, isn't it, tomorrow?
What?
Partner says he's at Caravan.
Caravan. Oh, where's the what link? Where's the missing link?
I have it on good authority that it will be up on the panel.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Gordo!
Hiya, Gordo. When I informed Chris that I made a cock up with shopping, and I says to him, I says, it's coming tomorrow instead of Saturday. He says, I hope it's not coming while football's on. I says, I think I've booked it between 1 and 2. He says, oh, that's all right then. I'm going to have to invite everybody over, Singer, for a tester. You know. See, ask and you shall.
Hello, how are we doing?
Tommy.
How's it going?
Oh, thank you very much, Mary Ellen. Thank you.
Oh, bless you, Mary Ellen.
Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate it. I never ask for super chats, but I do appreciate it when I get them. So there you go. I think it closes down in.
Hello, Gary. Hello,
November.
Tommy. Hello, Tim.
Hello,
Hello, Gordo. Hello, Mary Ellen. Hello, Tim. Hello, Partners.
Amjad.
Amjad. Hello, Amjad. Hello, Singer.
March to November. I thought it were. I seen it on Facebook today, Partners, that they were selling caravans on that park.
Hello, Crypto.
Thought you didn't like Primrose Valley anyway, Partners. I thought it were other one that you were on.
Oh dear. Sorry, I missed out there, Bria.
But
Hello, Tommy. No, I haven't been sweeping the ginnel, by the way.
or getting anybody to sweep it for him.
No. I brought bins in. I brought the 3 bins in.
We see Arn's due for collection tomorrow, so I don't know whether they'll collect it tomorrow or they'll come Saturday.
They can retire.
What?
On a fiver.
Don't spend it all at once. Oh, God.
Woohoo!
Hello, nephew. How are we doing?
Put his camera on his his drone that he's building, and it don't work. He's had to send it back. And it's a DJI camera at this.
Ah. That's unusual.
So it's got to be faulty. Because them guys that that's helped him put it together know what they're doing, and they couldn't get it going at all. So. Oh, yeah. I thought you were at Thornwick Bay. Didn't you take Tora on Primrose Valley and it was shite? So you moved it back to Thornwick Bay. Some are. You see, I mean, Chris's dad, he's on a site that's open all year round. He lives in the caravan. He don't just go every now and again. He lives there full time, his dad does.
I haven't got it at the moment. No, I've still got it, but I haven't got it. It's not assembled at the moment. It's boxed up and what have you.
I'm going to say he disassembled it when he moved in the room there to reassemble it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, he's still got it in boxes. I mean, didn't you do a thing where you were showing everybody your layout, not slung back? A live stream or something?
Yeah, I wish I'd took a video when it were all complete, but I didn't. I don't know why. I probably did it, but I've lost it.
But yeah, he did a it's a live stream or I think it was a live stream. Tommy, you can tell he's got his chat back, can't you?
Yeah, can we?
But so yeah. He did want to take over because there's a garage next door to where Richard's thing is. And he's told his brother-in-law he was willing to pay extra if he could rent garage, but he's got that much crap in there. So, no plans as of yet.
No. I probably will get set up at some point again, I would imagine.
But you see that room where you got it set up before, it were a big room though, weren't it?
Yeah, it had the space.
Yeah.
This room's not far off the same size, but it's just the wrong shape for it. Get down after. Bloody hell. How often do I have to tell you?
Well,
I've just said to Richard you've had to send it back, your camera.
oh, they've had some boots on to me drove from it.
Are they?
Tidied it up a bit, yeah.
Does it fly? Has he flown it?
Oh, yeah.
No. I don't think you've flown it, have you?
No.
No, not yet.
Can't fly it, but if you can't see through goggles. Lights up and everything, it goes beep, 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 but that's as far as it goes.
Oh, yeah, he says when he put goggles on, it was just a blank screen. So it's the same as he says, if you can't,
The Flip's old, no, Alex's old
Yeah, he does engage.
boots, what he's given me, they're just clip-ons. And he's tidied that up for me. camera goes there.
What are you on about these things?
These big bump things, yeah, that's to protect the motors.
All right, yeah.
Because this is built as what they call a batcher. So when it bashes into the ball,
yeah,
it's meant to bash.
Them, yeah.
It's meant to take it. It's meant to take the hits.
I hope this is the thing, Tommy. Is
and that's what it. And imagine a big battery on top of that. Obviously, there's no camera inside it yet.
So I have to send it back.
I'll have to send it back because DJI is a bag of boo boo. But yeah, it all powers up and everything. You just can't fly it because you can't see where I'm flying.
The cat would terrorise.
Have you got
that is for sure.
Yeah, Nari's moved the piano.
Oh God, she gets to where she wants to get to.
Well, she liked to look a good plink plonk on his piano, but he's moved it into the bedroom, so.
Was it 3 o'clock in the morning? All they think to is tick clock, tick clock, tick. That's not good, Rick.
But can you imagine? You know, trains whirring round and maze like that. And next minute, you know, it's on its side.
Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine. I could well imagine. Sorry.
But she is very inquisitive, you know, as regards, you know, certain things, you know. She took interest in the camel toe.
Yeah.
And she's always watching Richard when he's in shower, so.
Yeah.
She does Gordo.
What are you doing now?
I mean, at first, the television will low down, right, before I put it on a stand. And she just used to straight off at top. Well, now, it's raised it up now, and it don't wires, so she can't go behind. Well, she does go behind it, but
there's nothing to play with.
Yeah. She's watching something. Mia, what you doing? Here's his radar things is going.
It's topping me now. Panorama is doing 3 colours this year, which are went to completely close this year.
I ain't got a clue even what that is.
Pico, I presume it's he's on about trains layouts. I think it's on about Pico. I think. Railways to Pico.
Talking about, did you see that picture that Bray put in group with train with all Kit Kats flowing out on it?
No. Oh, I found it now. I'm just looking at it now. Kit Kats all coming out at driver's window.
Oh dear. Gordo says Ronnie's just spotted her on the screen. He is licking his lips. But this makes me laugh about our cheese. He come in earlier on and he sat right close to Biscuit, as if to say, come on, wake up. And not leave him alone. Now, Biscuit and Chase get on like ass on fire. But for some reason, Tucker and Biscuit sort of do their own thing, if you know what I mean. Because our Tucker's a lot older than what Chase is. But, he don't chase him or anything. Just sort of, you do what you've got to do and I'll do what I've got to do, sort of thing.
Today I give my dead batteries away. They were free of charge. God.
Oh dear me. They don't get any better, do they? I hope she's gone behind telly.
Yeah, she does. She goes behind telly regularly, but there's nothing there for her to play with. She goes behind and then comes back out again.
But yeah, so it's Good Friday tomorrow.
Excellent.
I did live stream go today. Oh, congratulations on 22k, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all right. It weren't as good as yesterday. We're better. Tuesday, whenever it were, Mondays were better, but it weren't bad. Can't remember how many views it were. You got about 30,000 or 40,000 views.
Good thing about it though is we staying lighter longer at night time. You know what I mean?
I do tend to get more views over the tea time period rather than when I go earlier.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. If I go about 2 o'clock till say 5, I don't get as many views as what I do if I go about 4:30, 5ish. You know, I don't know why that is, but it happens. Like on Monday's stream, I got 93,000 views.
I know, I've seen that.
But today's 40,000. Problem is, they don't earn any money, don't lives. I've not done as much lately, Tommy. I am going to do a few more, but the problem is now with fuel prices at the moment, you know what I mean? It costs bloody expensive at once.
I will say we're only on about it other day, and I says, it's the amount of fuel he has to put in to go where he wants to film. Correct. You know, it soon mounts up, and what with fuel prices and everything going up, you know.
It's ridiculous. I put 50 quid in. I used to get 300 odd miles, and now when I put 50 quids within, I get less than 300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to try and stick with, even though I've done different this week, but I only did today because today we've been Good Friday tomorrow. There's hardly anything running tomorrow. So I thought I'll do today instead. How we're going to do tomorrow, but there's not much traffic on Good Friday. It's a quiet day.
Well, that's it. It's sort of like what we call like with buses, the Sunday service, isn't it?
Yeah. There might be an odd, peculiar rail tour running, but whether there's anything around my neck of woods or not, I don't know. You know.
That not sheltering from the elements, though, Tommy.
No, I'm not sitting there on the moped. Thank you, but no thanks, Tommy. There is steam trains tomorrow, but they're not in my area, I'm afraid. If you're down London, you'll see one. If you're in Sheffield, you'll see one tomorrow.
Ooh. Is that actually going through Sheffield train station? Or?
I'll tell you in a minute. I reckon it is.
Maybe. There's a steam train going through Sheffield station tomorrow. The steam train going through Sheffield train station.
Oh, what time?
Oh, no, he's looking there.
I'm looking, and it's not, unfortunately.
No, it's not.
It starts at a place called Tilsley. That's not far from you, is it?
Tinsley?
No, Tilsley. Tysley.
Tilsley.
Tilsley.
Baby.
Tys.
Tinsley.
No, it's not. There's no N in it. It's Tilsley. Tysley.
Tysley.
Eley. It's Tysley.
Sheffield.
No, it's not. It's no. I don't know where it is. That I just when I looked at it, I just thought it were near Sheffield because I thought it said Tinsley, but it didn't.
Where?
It goes from Tinsley, Small Heath, Bordsley, St Andrews, Proof House. But then it goes through Birmingham, Dudley, and on to Stockport, Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester Oxford Road, Manchester Victoria, and it ends up at a place called Castle Hotwood, which is somewhere near Manchester. Like maybe
I
not.
want to know what the black steam engine you shot the other day.
Who said that?
Tommy.
Did you not read the description? But anyway, it was the black one. And what the? It says on it. I think it was Lancashire Fusilier.
Really?
Yeah, Lancashire Fusilier. What they call a Black 5. And it's he'll be going back up Scotland soon. That because it's the one that does the Jacobite Express.
Ooh.
The Harry Potter line, where they filmed Harry Potter.
Is it stopping at Oh, got my glasses then. Is it stopping at platform 9 3/4?
No, I don't think so. But I thought when I saw it, I just thought, that'll be going near Sheffield, but I'm wrong. It's not. There's 3 tours tomorrow. There's another steam engine, but I don't think that's going to touch Sheffield. Skipton, Arnley, Milford Lane. No, it's more Leeds. Gets more Leeds where that. There's another one as well, but that's down London. So there is 3 tours tomorrow. I'm afraid that is it.
Wasn't that your father's regiment?
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was for sure. There's 3 on Saturday again, but again, not around here. Get down, cat. Get down. I just enjoy getting squirted. But again, not around here. There's always plenty of tours on, but it's finding them around here. There's one running every day, the Britannic Explorer from Penzance to East Somerset Railway. I'm not sure if it's steamer and it's just a diesel, that, to be honest with you. Nothing I've used. Next one up here is Wednesday. Cumbrian Mountain Express. That's Wednesday. Harry Potter, more like. Yeah, Harry Potter, yeah, that's where they filmed a lot of the railway on the Jacobite Express from Fort William to Mallaig. The bit with platform 9 3/4, I think, were filmed at King's Cross in London, I think.
Oh.
I think.
I like me steam trains.
But the actual, when the train's running and it shows it running like that, when it's going over that big viaduct, that's the Jacobite, is that.
See, this is the thing. I mean, I've not heard anything about any steam trains coming through Sheffield Station at all.
Yeah, they do come through. They do for sure.
She's wanting to keep her bum warm. She sat on radiator.
Yeah. Cheeky sods. I'll tell you in a minute what's coming through Sheffield, because you can't actually type the name of the station in. Sheffield. Search. The next train to go up, the next steam train. It's been and gone. It's showing me stuff that's been and gone here. All that is out.
Well, aren't they bringing a new Harry Potter film out?
One went through last Saturday. Last Saturday, the 28th. It will have been, won't it? Last Saturday, one went through. Cleethorpes to Chester, that went through Sheffield last Saturday.
But yeah, I'm almost sure that they're doing a new Harry Potter film, like going right back to the beginning of something. I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
half of people that are in original Harry Potter films is dead.
Yeah.
You know, Robbie Coltrane.
They're going to have to choose a new Harry Potter because he's not a kid no more, is he?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
The other fella, I know what you mean. I can't
yeah,
remember
him
his
with white hair.
Yeah, and there's the guy with the long black hair as well. He's dead.
Oh yeah,
Alan Rickman, he's dead.
yeah. Because I think somebody took over from original him with white hair with lamp thing on his head. He died, and then somebody took over from him, didn't they?
Yeah. Back in a sec.
Oh, it's a Harry Potter series, not a film. I thought it were a film.
Oh. You stirring that cat?
Ah, that's it. Richard Harris took over from original one because original one died, didn't he? I forget what his I forget what his character's called. Ah, well,
What is the side, Chasey Wacy?
yeah, Michael Gambon. That's the fella. You don't like you sneaking up on him like that, Biscuit. Chase. Yeah. Tell you, there's a lot of them that you know. I think in the new series, though, I mean that Maggie Smith, she's another one that's dead, isn't she? Because I don't know, I forget who. I can't remember the characters that they played, but I do know Maggie Smith's dead, and you know. Nick Frost is playing Hagrid. Oh, yeah, that Robert Coltrane's character. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I could never get into Harry Potter films because they dragged on for so long, you know. And but I do know sort of certain actors played. I can't, I can't remember all the, uh,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched one. I've seen clips.
I would say I've seen excerpts, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
but I've never sat down and watched a Harry Potter film because to me, they go on and on and on and on and on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched one. Like I said, I'm same as you, odd clips. When you say Harry Potter, I always remember them running, flying around on broomsticks in
Yeah.
a circle playing some game, and where they walk through a wall at
I can,
platform.
I can remember the one where they were flying about in that car thing as well. I don't know which one that was from,
Yeah.
but
Where they walk through a wall on platform. On 9 3/4, they run through wall.
Yeah.
Platform.
But that the thing is, Senga, as well, they did them in quick succession, the films. So you'd only just, watch one, and then they were producing or, creating another. Not even read any books, Anthony, either. I've never seen that either. Hunger Games. But yeah, some as I say, most original cast have gone now. But yeah, it's
We're around there, case space. Yeah, went long way around.
is avoiding our biscuit. See, I ain't got patience to sit and read a book, Senga.
No, I'm saying the book.
I ain't got the patience at all to read a book. You know what I mean? It's one of these things where I'd be, I'd get to about page 2 and then I'd be. But I mean, I've heard it Famous 5. And what was that advert, Richard? I mean, it's on about trains, and they featured the Famous 5 in that.
Is it? There's been lots of train adverts on.
And it's where these two women are going on this date, and she drops an engagement ring, so she's on about proposing to a girlfriend. And one of the Famous 5 picks it up, and they jump on train, and but she took her girlfriend up in this hot air balloon. So they're following this hot air balloon on a train.
Huh?
So, I mean, it was some while ago.
I can remember This Is the Age of the Train advert donkeys years ago, and who were presenting it? Jimmy Savile.
Who's that one that presents it now? That puppet with big afro.
I don't know. I don't see many train adverts nowadays. Used to be one where they used to show the police train chasing it, saying you don't get pulled up in a train and all that, blah, blah, blah. And then there was one that went, "This is the age of the train," like music, and it showed it in City 125. And Jimmy Savile.
Oh, that's the one, Great Western Railway.
You know. But
the thing is, Anthony, a lot of these so-called remakes, they're not a patch on original.
No.
I've always said that.
You can't do it.
No.
Especially when main characters are dead. It's like Golden All Hours. That was rubbish, that remake they did of that with David Jason. It was just rubbish.
Yeah.
When they do anything, they try and remake it with different actors.
That, to me, Open All Hours were Ronnie Barker and David Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, the LNER.
The Minder. They did a new Minder series, and that didn't go down well, did it? New You can see it on YouTube.
It's like they tried remaking Dukes of Hazzard and all, and that were a belly flop.
Doesn't work.
Just not saying.
No. People don't go for it because it's the actors they like. I'm not actually if they redid a Sweeney as well that flopped as well. I think I've seen that on YouTube, a more modern day Sweeney that were a flop.
Yeah, but to me, thing with Sweeney, weren't he? What's his name?
John Thaw. John Thaw. Inspector Morse.
Yeah. I'm looking at what Senger's put in England. How long is it after you die for the funeral?
Depends on how you died, I think. If you just drop dead of natural causes, I think it's done and dusted.
It all depends.
I think if you've been murdered, you could be in fucking fridge for years.
But
you're certainly done by a fortnight, that's for sure.
So what we're on about earlier on, because did you know Scrapping Irish had died?
No.
Yeah, he passed away.
He comes in chatty, it's not that long.
Yeah.
Is it?
He does a live every Sunday night. And it was live Sunday night, and I think it was Tuesday, I found out he'd passed away. And I think it was his funeral today. So, I mean, they didn't hang about.
Right, yeah.
But you see, like in cases like that, if it's a sudden death, they have to have a post-mortem and everything, don't they? I don't know. But yeah, Sunday night, he looked as fit as a fiddle. So, you know, I mean, it all depends on situation, Senger. But yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, it all depends on the situation. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially if it died unexpectedly, you'd have to have a post-mortem into the reason, you know what I mean? Ah.
Yeah, I saw that. There was something weird. I saw that tale, Tommy, as well about that.
Why wouldn't they cremate? Why would it not cremate them?
No.
Weird one, that is. Strange. A guy in Scotland was giving people not their ashes either.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I mean, I seen one other day, and then I mean, it's totally unrelated, but there were a woman, a dog had passed away, and she'd gone to this supposedly highly rated pet cremation place, and she had I don't know, an email or a phone call saying, well, them ashes that you've got might not actually be your dog. We had his church service today, and tomorrow is the cremation. But yeah. But yeah, he, you know what I mean? This is what, you know, I suppose it's the same thing for human bits. You know what I mean? You don't know if you're getting right things back. But anyway, I couldn't care less when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Oh. I think another company done the actual cremations. He already owed them money. Fireworks is going off now. Say? Got some fireworks going off.
So the bodies started to, they couldn't freeze and all that shit, right? Yeah, I remember the tale about that. It's like partner said, I think it was somebody in Hull. Down, down, come on. Come on. I went back to my house, no parlour for me.
She means she wants taking back to her own house.
All right, with you. I thought you meant you'd been back to your old house. Right, got you.
Bit of a bore in his master plan being stuck with 30 bodies out back of his. Are you telling me?
That takes some getting rid of, does that, Tommy?
Yeah. I'm going to say, what were the actual plan there then? Wait till somebody started complaining about smell. Pardon me. I don't know. Probably hadn't got a plan. But yeah, Gordon Bennett. I bet families that deceased people are going crackers,
Definitely.
thinking that they've paid for a funeral and yeah, he's just chucked body out in backyard.
Yeah. It's not good, is it?
No, I mean, especially at price of funerals nowadays. Mind you, having said that, that is a weeping willow, Anthony. How can I put it? We weren't actually friends. We were acquaintances, but her lad used to pal about with our Callum. And she had cancer all in her neck and her spine and everything. And basically, she died. She had her funeral a few days that, but she went with that pure cremation or something, is it? So they didn't have no service or anything. They just, close family. Yeah. But yeah, it's Weeping Willow, Anthony. I don't think we do. I've not heard of them. And it's remote controlled as well. There you go. That one's strobe.
Strobe.
And you could put it on a timer and all.
Oh, well. Do you have Foster's funeral care? I've never heard of it, Sanger. We have lots of different. I think biggest one in England is probably Co-op.
So that's just plain purple. We aren't no flashing.
I think Co-op's probably the biggest one here.
That one's
Yeah. We have two in our town here, so we're spoiled for choice.
But yeah, there's quite a few round here. Yeah, I mean, one, it's cheaper. Pure cremation is no faff about it. You just, that's what it says in title, pure cremation. That's it.
Yeah. I know what you mean, Tommy. He didn't look that old either.
I think he celebrated, I think Bria said earlier on, he celebrated his 50th last year.
Right. Bloody hell.
And this is, I said this earlier on, live life to the fullest while you can, because you never know what's right corner.
I'm bloody sure you don't.
I overdid the son of zombie hot sauce in the chili. Oops. You'll have ring sting tomorrow then, Gordo.
Well, it was about 3.5k. Cost 800 for the spray to stop the body decaying. What?
I mean, and if you have a burial, it's even more expensive because you have to buy a plot.
Yeah.
It was either that or the garlic reaper sauce. But yeah, partner says he recently turned 50.
Bloody hell.
I say he didn't look all that old.
No.
Oh, it don't affect you. Would me. You know. But yeah. Oh, he's on tart, Senga.
Been up since 6.
You see, this is another thing, Anthony. With my mum, she prepaid her everything. So yeah, you know what I mean? And she didn't want us to worry about finding the money. So she paid for everything. Hey, what you, baby? It's good like that with Paul.
There's only itch in his eye, Mother.
What is no eye?
Oh, there's no eye.
Yeah, it's an expensive. Oh God, I'd be paying for it all night. Go down with indigestion. Biscuit, what you doing? Has he got something in his eye?
Biscuit.
Looks like fluff. It might be fluff or something on his eye. It looks like. Yeah.
Show what you mean, boy.
Yeah, my mum did that, Senga, and we didn't have to worry about a thing. What you doing, you Wally?
Itch in his eye.
What, when he ain't got one? I've got 22 years on you, Anthony. I'm 64 next. So yeah, it just makes you thankful. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. If you've lived a long life, it don't really matter, does it? You know what I mean. Just make it count.
Yeah.
Live. You've only got the one life, so make it count.
Yeah. It's not good. Not good at dying at that bloody age. Jesus.
No. But that's it. I mean, my mum even down to hymns that were going to be, well, the music and everything that were being played in thing singer. Mum did all that. We didn't have to arrange anything. But
you only die once. You live every day. You're right there.
Exactly.
Do you want you? Yes. Come here.
Oh, she's talking to you.
So what do you want? She went,
Our biscuit takes a notice. Mind you, it might be the fact there is mutton Jeff. Still at it there. You got an itch?
Wait. What are you doing? Not bad. Stop it.
Hey, Chris made biscuit jump last night.
Right.
Gets up to go to bed, and he will lay on his good eye, if you know what I mean. He will lay with his head with his good eye. So when Chris gets up, he always says, "I see you morning, biscuit," and he tickles his tummy. Well, he obviously couldn't hear him coming, and obviously couldn't see him coming. And when Chris touched his belly, he went, "Ah, ah."
And
It
he
was
jumped.
so funny.
Fucking well, isn't it?
I says, one, I says he probably didn't hear you coming, and two, he didn't see you coming. But yeah, it was so funny. But yeah, it was so funny. And that's the what's it's a living weird dog with only one eye. That's Mutt and Jeff. Yeah, practically deaf. But I says to, I had to laugh and I made Chris laugh last night, and I says, you want to have to learn sign language in a bit, we're going to bed, biscuit.
Yeah.
You know, but never mind. He's going on a bit, is he? I think he's 11 this year, and our Tucker's not far behind. So I said, did you like that picture I sent? We are Tucker.
Oh yeah.
I sent Richard a picture the other day. That new recliner that we got is
Recliner.
there, resting his head on cushion and sprawled out like Lord Fauntleroy. I says, there's no like, going to sleep in comfort.
It's with you, Mia.
Senga says your cat's very affectionate tonight.
Oh, she likes being held on to all the time. You can't hear her, but she's purring like hell. You purring? You purring? Huh? Got a mucky nose.
Her again.
Again, yeah. You've been somewhere
Anyway,
with
guys, I'm going to get off, and I will see you
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. I'm forgetting what day it is. I'm thinking it's Tuesday. But yeah, I'll see you all on the next one, guys. Thank you for coming in, and I'll see you on Saturday.
See you later, folks. Bye-bye, everybody. Catch y'all later. Bye, everybody.